Hi everybody, this is Steve, just having a quick thought about where we all are on Mothering Sunday and in the situation with the virus as it develops. Well, we're together in spirit really, if not in body, and as you know by now, the Archbishops and Bishop Nick, our own Bishop, have asked that all church services are suspended for a season. But that doesn't mean we should be isolated, or feel that no one cares about us or about our neighbours. In fact, this time of physical isolation, not social isolation, that's what we want to try to deal with on the website and through other methods, could be a great opportunity to move closer together than we've ever been before. The Archbishops put it like this: our life is going to be characterised less by church attendance on Sunday and more characterised by the prayer and service that we offer each other and to God each day. So part of Mothering Sunday this year is to be a day of prayer and action, called by the Archbishops and remembering all those who are sick and anxious and for all involved in our healthcare system. As one action, we are asked this Sunday to place a lighted candle in our windows at 7 p.m. as a sign of solidarity and hope in the light of Christ that can never be distinguished. John 1:5. On this Mothering Sunday, I recognise that not all have happy family memories, but I think we can all recognise that an act of kindness, a loving and supportive kind word that many of us associate with our families, mums and dads, grandparents, carers, are more important to us now than they've ever been. As a local church, All Saints will be looking to provide resources online, including short weekly talks by various speakers, prayers from the Church of England, and some worship and other contacts as well, as ideas and resources for us all to tap into over the coming weeks of some isolation for most of us. So the church will also be open during the week from 10 o'clock till 11. We're hoping for 4 days, as long as we have enough people to cover the opening. And I'll be available, of course, through the office and telephone. But what about picking up the phone today and contacting someone that you know is perhaps lonely or isolated or feeling that they've been left out of things or forgotten? Most of all, this Mothering Sunday and through Lent, let's remember what the psalmist tells us, that God is my fortress and I will never be shaken, Psalm 62:2. We also know that God is love, and it's when we find him in our times of trouble and struggle that we truly realise how deep the love of God is for us and how important it is for us to stand on that foundation in our lives. And it follows that despite all the restrictions on our lives, and they may get worse, none of us know that yet, due to the coronavirus, it's only when we stop depending on the things outside of us to fulfill our inner needs that we begin to reverse our thinking and find what we need for comfort within, where the Holy Spirit resides, a true union between our souls and God. Have a look at 1 John 4, 7 to 19. In closing, just a few thoughts and ideas for you to follow up. There'll be more ideas and resources made available on the website over the coming days, and we will do our best to make sure that there are paper copies as well available for those who can't access the website. So some ideas. Make the most of any extra time you've got in the next few weeks to read the Bible more and pray. What about getting that Christian book out, dusting it off, the one that you've been meaning to read forever, and actually read it? Soak your house in God's presence. Use some worship music. Use it daily. Use it regular. Celebrate all that's good and beautiful and hopeful in the world. Read Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. What about turning hand washing into prayer? You've heard it said that you are to sing happy birthday twice while washing your hands for 20 seconds. But I say to you that it's a better idea to say the Lord's Prayer instead while you're washing your hands. If not, why not use the time to intercede for someone who's scared and vulnerable right now. If you've got children in the family, why not help them to write a letter of support to an